So today we're going to be taking a look at more influencers that are completely out of touch with reality.
I would really like for this to stop. But just recently, I happened upon a video that was going viral on TikTok, and it is yet another iteration of someone doing something annoying in public for views. It was posted by an account called Addicted to Anna and shows this woman, Anna, presumably, dancing while being handed a plate of pancakes at IHOP. In the background, another woman makes a face as all of this transpires. She then went on to repost the video, exclusively focusing on the woman behind her and zooming in on her reaction. And it's also worth remembering that most of the time, these video creators are playing music out loud in order for them to lip sync or dance. Not to mention, these people probably play the music on repeat until they get the shot they want.
If you thought the podcast pandemic was the peak of our civilization collapse, welcome to the main event. We have officially weaponized the human ego. See, humanity spent thousands of years looking up at the stars, building cathedrals, and looking for meaning outside of themselves. But the algorithm looked at the collective psychology of Gen Z and Gen Alpha and said, what if we turn the camera around? What if the new God is just your own reflection? Welcome to the era of the hyper-narcissist. We aren't just raising a generation. We are mass-producing digital cult leaders who worship themselves through a 3-foot piece of cheap plastic called a selfie stick.
As far as official definitions go, main character syndrome doesn't actually exist as a diagnosable mental illness, although it probably should. It's more the manifestation of hyper-individualism meeting the desire for online attention and the disregard of others.
Come with me to try the viral coconut mango boom from Haiti. Oh my gosh, why am I so scared? All right, here goes nothing. You guys, I'm obsessed.
But common sense and basic decency both are in short supply with today's influencers. This incident is just one of many where influencers are exhibiting main character syndrome, acting like the world is a movie starring them and everyone else is a paid extra who's obliged to meet their needs. Let's discuss the entitlement and egocentrism of influencers and why they think they can treat everyone else like the help. But wait, there's more. Another entitled influencer threw an entire tantrum at a drive-thru worker after the drive-thru worker put too much ice in his soda.
Too much ice, too much ice, too much ice. Get that back, that's too much ice. Do not play with me, do not play with me. That's too much ice. I said light ice.
He recorded himself yelling at a drive-thru worker who is already overworked and underpaid. And he watched it back, opened up TikTok, proceeded to upload it.
It is an epidemic of main character syndrome. We've gamified validation. Every like is a hit of synthetic dopamine. Every follower is a microdose of divinity. We are conditioning kids to perceive reality only if it can be filtered, cropped, and monetized. If an event happens in the real world and there isn't a front-facing lens there to capture their facial reaction to it, did it even happen? The modern youth doesn't want to build a business, discover a cure, or engineering a legacy. They want an audience. They don't want to achieve greatness. They want to be adored for existing. We've replaced the pursuit of competence with the pursuit of vanity, and the infrastructure of the human brain is collapsing under the weight of it.
Another influencer went viral after she snapped at a waiter who dared to place her food on her table, the very reason that she's there, which is to eat.
Not here, not here, I'm filming, not here. I'm filming.
Instead of seeing these workers as human beings doing their jobs, these influencers are viewing them as inconvenient background actors in their show.
I was really good with my shopping last month and I only spent $33,274.72.
Kylan Darnell is being called out for allegedly showing fake designer bags.
An Instagram con man who called himself the Kardashian of Cheshire has admitted to swindling people out of thousands of pounds in a luxury handbag scam.
For some reason, over the last few years, people have been obsessed with looking rich. There are so many videos videos of people flexing their designer bags, private jets, and luxurious lifestyles. But they're lying to you. Recently, I was making my rounds on TikTok and I noticed an influx of luxury influencers who then were exposed for faking their lifestyle for views and likes. Actually, it seems like pretty much every day there's a new expose series on one of these influencers. I mean, for example, relatively recently there was an influencer by the name of Mei Lung, whose whole content strategy consisted of showing us how much money she spends, all her designer items, and just flaunting her wealth. That was, of course, until she was exposed.
Mei Liang is a TikToker who brags about her wealth, but allegedly that is all a lie.
It was all a lie, y'all. They said this creator is faking about being rich.
But it didn't take long for it to go from being rich to just looking rich. And social media made this easier than ever. I mean, there's whole photo booths now dedicated to looking like you're in fancy cars or a private jet just so you can stage your photos and flex the wealth.
And look what it's doing to the society. We are witness to the total death of aspiration. Ask a kid 50 years ago what they wanted to be: an architect, a scientist, a pilot. Ask a kid in 2026, I want to be a content creator. Why? Because the algorithm has successfully convinced the youth that the highest form of human labor is self-obsession. Why study engineering when you can film yourself eating spicy noodles and make 10 times the salary of a surgeon? Why master a difficult skill when society rewards the loudest, most rapid display of ego? We aren't building a future. We are building a giant global digital high school cafeteria where everyone is screaming for attention. No one is doing the homework. And the smartest kids in the room are the ones running the server infrastructure from across the ocean while we dance for peanuts.
It really seems like these stories never end. It's like if someone opened a fire hydrant and out of it came all of these fake rich influencers. And at first glance, it might seem like this is relatively harmless. Like, it's these people's lives, why should we care? But I think it's a lot worse than we realize, and I think this speaks to a bigger cultural issue. Underneath all of these things, the need for status, the need to pretend like we're someone we're not, the need to flaunt what we don't have, there's something deeper going on. It's all fake. It's just another way for us to get caught in the trap of comparison, or for us to feel like we can't be ourselves, or for us to feel like we don't have the right status. And all of this stems from us not being happy with who we are and where we're at on our journey. What if luxury was actually something else? The real luxury is the little things, like the first sip of our morning coffee.
This is so good. I need like 10 of them.
A text from a friend.
Happy birthday, Erin.
Or the moment you just get to spend with those you love. But at the end of the day, maybe the biggest flex is just being happy.